Hello, friends. I'm Caitlin Smithcourse. I'm a light worker, a Reiki master, and a tarot intuitive. And every week I do a weekly energy reading where I dive into what some things might be that might pop up for the collective energetically, physically, and also just different reminders that Spirit has for us. So these are messages that I have channeled. I've pulled cards, and also a little bit of astrology thrown in there as well. So let's dive right in. Tonight, if you're watching the video when I post it, this is January 31st. So January 31st, February 1st, about this time frame, we're having the new moon in Aquarius. And one of the things that really stands out in this is unapologetically being yourself, unapologetically being you for who you are, and not feeling any shame or embarrassment about that, because sometimes we're told that we're too much or that we need to lessen ourselves. And the main thing here is that you don't. You don't need to lessen yourself. We have the Queen of Wands, who is showing her authenticity, her uniqueness, her fire, her passion, her creative energy. So really harnessing that this week might be really, really good. We also have the King of Swords. So with the new moon in Aquarius, I highly recommend speaking, verbalizing anything that you might want to be manifesting at this time. We're going to get really clear about what it is that we want to see, especially through the rest of the year as well. But also, we have in bulk, or it's kind of like the halfway point between the winter and spring solstice. So Imbolc means in the belly of the mother, I believe. And this is really about the seeds starting to stir up in the belly of Mother Earth, and how we're going to be entering into this new phase of springtime. And I also pulled the Death card. So this isn't necessarily about the death, which I would associate more with wintertime, but it's about the rebirth aspect of the Death card, where we're heading into, starting to head into that springtime energy. So thinking about what it is we want to be birthing into our lives in springtime, what parts of ourselves have we really truly left behind, and what do we want to manifest? How do we want to rebirth ourselves, appear in this new phase of our lives that we're heading into? So really thinking about that, King of Swords, getting clear on that. So all about vocalization, verbalization, what we want. It feels like for some of us, we might be still held back in some ways. I talked about this last week about needing to ask for help. So we have the Five of Cups, so it's still a little bit, maybe something didn't happen that we've been wanting to happen. This might be the time to get really clear on why that didn't work out and how we can adjust, or maybe a recognition that that just wasn't meant for us. But maybe also asking for help. I'm almost getting a Five of Pentacles vibe with this too, even though it's the Five of Cups. But we have the Ask for Help card. So I think that's why I'm feeling a little bit of the Five of Pentacles too. Angels are celestial beings who protect everyone, and the fairies say now it is time for you to ask for angelic assistance. So don't be afraid to ask your angels, your guides, your ancestors for help along the way. If you are looking for more clarity on something, ask for a sign and they will provide for you. I also have the Life Energy card here, and this is the Oracle of the Fairies deck. And then I'm also using the Everyday Witch Tarot in case you're wondering what cards I'm using. So Life Energy says, the happy fairy of sunshine brings lots of life-giving energy. She reminds you to shine your light and to reveal anything in the shadows that needs to be healed. So yes, definitely, that goes along with our Death card that we had seen, what's ending, what's even our shadow side, what's lingering in the shadow that needs light shown upon it and needs healing. And Five of Cups, sometimes I see this as a card of grief. So what areas in your life are you still feeling grief, and how can you help yourself heal from that? We have the Page of Pentacles. So also, side thought, Mercury is going direct on February 3rd. So that's another one of the reasons that the King of Swords is coming out, is because we might have more clear communication coming in. We might have more clear thought processes. Our brain fog might be lifting a little bit. Things feel like they might be going a little bit smoother. Now we have the Page of Pentacles, and this is kind of about starting a new journey. And I'm almost seeing a lot of you figuring out financially how you want to head into springtime, because it almost feels that some of you set certain intentions at the beginning of the year. So December, January time frame, and already it seems like some of you have had setbacks in some ways. Maybe different things have come up in the Mercury retrograde. Maybe you just haven't been super consistent, or you've let yourself fall back and now you're kind of beating yourself up like, why did I spend that money when I was supposed to be saving it for this certain thing? So that's only going to resonate for some of you. So take what resonates, leave the rest. But it feels like some of you might be starting a new financial journey, really setting things in place. It is the Page of Pentacles, so it's not real mature and knowledgeable. So you're still learning. So being gentle with yourself is really important at this time too. Saying, you know what, it's okay. I didn't do things the way that I had intended to, but I'm adjusting, I'm reevaluating my situation, and I'm gonna move forward. King of Cups has shown up. He's very empathetic. So be empathetic, sympathetic, be caring and nurturing to others as well. So there might be other people asking you for help. So really let your light shine. Use your life force energy to help give to other people at this time. So being really nurturing and empathetic. You might feel the need to donate clothes or to an animal shelter, or donate your time in a certain area. So there's an aspect of charity that kind of goes along with this as well. But I also feel that some of you are going to be entering a new stage of awakening. With that King of Cups, the King of Cups is very intuitive, but we also have the High Priestess, and she's super intuitive. You might notice things coming in twos. The High Priestess is the number 2 card. So you might notice either the number 2 or things coming in twos specifically at this time. But yeah, it feels like there's a new aspect of spiritual awakening coming for some of you. And you might be sharing that with others in some way. Maybe you're learning how to read oracle cards, and so you're offering to read a few oracle cards for free. Or maybe you're learning how to do runes, so you want to practice and share that knowledge with other people. So it could be anything like that. It could also just be, you found a new personal way for healing. Maybe you've started doing Reiki, and now you're telling others, hey, I found this awesome healing technique and I want to share it with you as well. So things like that might be popping up for you this week. So this is a little bit of a shorter video, but I wanted to keep it concise. I do have my Reiki and Tarot services available. I have a combo service, which Spirit has been telling me you really need to be doing more of this combo service, because a lot of people really come in, they like the Reiki, which spiritual messages from their angels, their spirit team, ancestors show up most of the time, even to help with the healing. But then also incorporating the tarot cards is fun too, because then you can ask specific questions on things that might be on your mind. You might have a specific question for one of your angels, guides, ancestors, and the tarot cards might be able to give us a little bit more insight into why we heard a specific message, or if you have a certain question on your mind. So if you're interested in any of those services, you can schedule on www.crystallizewithkate.com. Otherwise, send me a message on my Facebook page, Crystallize with Kate. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will be seeing you guys later. Bye.